tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Everything I do so instinctive and so passionate. Every word I move so descriptive like an adjective. I got a vendetta against people who patented being negative when you should be getting after it. I got facts over tracks, this and that. Spitting slow, spitting fast. I could roast, I could gas. Think I'm okay at last, but I don't know if that can erase all the past. And the pettiness, a reflection of the emptiness. Hilarious, you think you're worth my time, you're delirious. Mysterious, because you hide behind a fake exterior. Inferior, you know I'll always be a bit superior. Get off of me, this ain't no humble brag. I want you to hear words, you can say them back. I want you to feel free from the chains at last, and to believe in what you got, it was built to last. Yeah.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement.
Gonna learn the consequence of being incompetent. Mental health is confidence, dreams and some honestness. I'm not here to save the day, that's for you to take away. I could play a million mind games, but instead I say something not illogical, something that is topical. Rub it on and watch it go, make yourself unstoppable. Dreams are irresponsible, but they're always possible. If you just believe, you could be so remarkable.
Thoughts in my head, a collage and they spread. I'll be great one day, going off of my meds. No, I'm not giving up, no, I'm not giving in. I will make it to the top, taking off in the wind. I gotta make it, I'm saving every day to taste it. I'm patient, but my mind, it can hardly take it. I'm chasing a dream that I've had for several ages. A vacant, modern kingdom for the taking.
Now that I've been put through hell, I never got anyone's help. I had to do it all myself.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up and make a statement. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.
Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with. Now they looking nervously, and I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me. I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments developed.
SAVE Act is an abomination. It's Jim Crow 2.0 across the country. we are going to do everything we can to stop it.
Welcome back to my channel. We're going to be looking for the black people and asking them if they have an ID. And then we're going to ask them why Democrats claim that it's harder for black people to get an ID. Let's get to the bottom of that. So you guys get the plan today. You know what to do. GiveSendGo.com/Francisco. I'm the only immunocompromised man still fighting for the country, the Constitution, and Donald J. Trump. I'm here with my cameraman, Michael. Michael, please show yourself.
Hey everybody, good to see you again. We're back.
And we're going to have a good time today. Can I ask you guys a random question from my YouTube channel? I'm just curious. Do you have identification?
Yeah.
You have identification too?
Yeah.
So why do the Democrats say that asking people, black people, for an ID is racist? The Democrats say that black people have a hard time getting identification. Why are they saying that?
I don't know, because it's free. Yeah.
You have IDs, right? You have IDs too?
Yeah.
So why do the Democrats think that black people can't get IDs? Isn't that kind of racist? It's racist. The Democrats think black people can't get IDs.
I think that's bullshit.
And those four have IDs.
That's bullshit.
I know. I agree with you.
What voting rights is he taking away from black voters?
Oh, if we look at
the SAVE Act?
The SAVE Act, that's exactly what we're talking about. That is actually going to continue to disenfranchise overwhelmingly a lot of people of color. There are so many civil rights organizations that have run the data. If we look at the way that it is going to disenfranchise black voters, it's the same reason why Chuck Schumer called it Jim Crow 2.0.
So,
this is the same president. If we want to continue...
You haven't said how yet.
I am talking about it. It's the way that you're putting new poll taxes on this when you're making people have... That's what we can call them now. It's kind of an idiom, right? If you want to say that people have to prove that they are citizens, that they have to prove with a voter ID, the reality is you're layering what is a constitutional right for the American people and making it harder for people to vote in this country, and it's going to disenfranchise black voters.
Concern you that you're making all these claims? You've yet to lay out how it's hurting anyone, but 76% of black voters think we should show an ID to vote. 80% of Hispanic voters, 83% of the American people. Are you saying that black voters are too dumb to know what's good for them? I mean, it sounds pretty condescending to me.
Are you guys looking to earn some free cash? Well, if so, then you got to check out the new Free Cash app. With over 55,000 reviews, it has a 4.8 rating, so you know it's legit. So I just sorted the reviews by most recent. This review was left by Starbucks Gold Star, and they say, I was skeptical but bored, so I thought, let me try. And sure enough, I've been sending money to my PayPal ever since. So the people have spoken, and they love this app. So if you were looking to make some free cash, you could download the app by using the QR code right over here, or the first link in the description below. And every time you download the app, you support my channel, so I can keep doing what I love, bringing you guys awesome, entertaining political content. So as always, thank you, Free Cash, for the sponsor. Guys, I got a really random question for you. I just want to know, do you guys have identification, like a driver's license, a passport?
Yes.
So why do the Democrats say that black people can't get those documents?
I knew that. I knew what to say.
Why do Democrats say that?
They tripping, bro.
That's crazy, right?
ID and a passport.
Yeah, exactly. The Democrats say that you guys can't get it. They're ridiculous. They say that black and brown people have a hard time getting their IDs. That is one of the most racist, dumbest things I've heard. One of the dumbest things I've heard. Why do the Democrats say that black people have a hard time getting ID when every black person I've asked has an ID? Democrats are such a racist party these days. Hello, sir. I love your fashion. Can I ask you a quick question? Do you have identification, driver's license, passport?
Yes, I do.
Why do the Democrats say that black people have a hard time getting those?
I don't know. Don't have an idea.
They say that if we require an ID to vote, that it's going to disenfranchise black Americans who may not be able to get the ID. Why do they think that?
I have no idea.
That's pretty racist, right?
I don't.
I think it's racist.
The whole world is crazy. So.
Well, you look great, sir. Keep it up. Hey, guys, I got a super random question for you. Do you guys have identification on you? License? Well, the only reason why I'm asking is because the Democrats tell me that black people have a hard time getting identification, which is why it's unfair to require ID to vote in America. What do you say to the Democrats who think that black people can't get IDs? That's pretty racist, right?
No, yeah, no comment though.
All right, I'll make the comment for you guys. The Democrats are the racist party. To say that a black American or a brown American are too dumb to get an ID in order to vote is so ridiculous. It is one of the most ridiculous things that the Democratic Party has ever said. And according to polling, the vast majority of
Hoot, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it.
Americans believe that voter ID to vote is a good thing.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Sounds good and everything like that. I'm getting everything set up. I'm about to send Adam a link, and Tommy will be here in about 5 minutes. But can Ginger Shepherd, can you hear me okay? How's it sound? Oh, hey, Rebby, it's good. What's up? Hey, the Dookie, what's up? I just need some confirmation that it sounds good. We'll be starting in just a few minutes. I just wanted to play an Adam video. I think this is what I'm gonna start doing, you know? Okay, cool. Thank you, Mike Gate over on Rumble. I appreciate that. Yeah, I have that kind of, sounds gay. That's funny. Ed Eagle. Hey guys, you can thank us for this, but who you really should thank is Ed Eagle. Because Ed Eagle single-handedly made tonight happen. So shout out to Ed Eagle. Everybody, like, too bad you don't have a channel, Ed. I don't know if you do or not, but we could plug the hell out of it. So we deeply appreciate saying I appreciate it and thank you. I don't know how that's gonna be enough. Ed, you're a fucking rock star, man. Thank you so much for this.
I'm talking about 75%, 76% of Black Americans support voter ID. 80-something% of Latinos support voter ID. And a high 80% of white Americans support voter ID. So we the people, we want voter ID. Why is Congress, why are they not passing it? Why are they not passing it? Am I right? So I don't know if you know this. The Democrats say that Black and brown Americans are too dumb to get IDs. And so therefore it's racist to require voter ID. What do you think about that?
I don't know. I don't like politics, but everybody should be able to get an ID.
Yeah, exactly.
Everybody should vote.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
God
Everybody
bless
go
you.
vote.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
How are you?
Good.
What are you doing?
Asking questions on the street.
Who are you with?
Myself.
Okay, what's it for?
YouTube. We ask questions on the street.
Okay. I heard you're talking about politics.
Yeah, we have two different questions today. Would you like one or two?
Both.
You want both? So the Democrats are not passing voter ID. You know what that is?
Oh, I'm very familiar.
And they say it's because Black and brown people are too dumb to be able to get an ID.
That's not what they're saying.
They say it'll disenfranchise Black and brown people. That's what they're saying. So I'm asking Black people, do you have an ID? Every single Black person I spoke to has an ID.
The way you just said it was very much misrepresented.
It's represented correctly for me.
So are you talking about the SAVE Act that they're trying
Talking about the SAVE Act, yes, which the Democrats keep voting against.
Well, because the way it's written, and I'm glad they're voting against it, because the way it's written, it would disenfranchise a lot of people, including women who are married and have changed their name to their husband's last name, unless they have a passport to prove that they are American citizens.
And why don't you start us off? Thank you, Caroline. So my first question is actually about the Save America Act. So one of the biggest things that the Democrats are saying, the claims that they're making, is that the Save America Act, it would prevent married women from voting in elections or make it harder for them. What do you have to say to those claims? Is there any validity to them, and where do you think they're getting this from?
There is zero validity to these claims, and I'm glad that you brought them up, because you have the Democrats who have created this myth, and it has been perpetuated, unfortunately, by many in the mainstream media. Let me be very clear. The Save America Act does not prohibit anyone from voting, with the exception of illegal aliens. And the greatest way to disenfranchise American citizens from voting in American elections is to allow illegal aliens to vote, which is what Democrats want to do. We see it taking place in Democrat jurisdictions at the state and local level across this country. So the Save America Act corrects that. And as far as married women who have changed their name, if they're already registered to vote, they're entirely unaffected by the Save Act. And for the small fraction of individuals who have changed their name or their address, they can still register to vote. Of course, they just have to go through their state processes to update that documentation. And this is something that the American people, married women, and minorities and people all across this country who Democrats are insultingly saying cannot do this, they're already doing it every day, going to the Social Security office, going to the DMV, and I think it's frankly insulting that the Democrats are saying that there's certain groups of people in this country who aren't smart enough to update their documentation to allow them to vote. Again, this is a huge myth, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to address it.
Most women don't do that. And to try to go get a passport now under these circumstances would be extremely difficult. So it would disenfranchise a lot of people. And it's not even necessary because we already have laws in place for this problem. And on top of that, I believe that the people that actually were caught voting illegally last year, if you go to the Brennan Institute, they have the exact statistics, but I think it was less than 0.01%. I don't think it's a problem. So this is all a way to stop some people from voting that the Trump administration and Republicans don't want to vote.
And who are those people that they don't want to vote?
They're losing. The people that are against their administration. Because they see that that's what's up against, they're up against that right now. And they're scared and they're trying to push this through. Because there's no reason for it.
So, I mean, if the law's already in place, then what's the big deal about already passing it again on the federal side if the law's already in place?
The way the law is written, the way the SAVE Act is written, would disenfranchise those people who don't have a birth certificate that matches their current name.
Well, you could always get one. You can go down and request it from the records.
And you know how difficult that, not if you're married and you've already changed your name to your husband's last name, then you have to petition the court to change your name back to your maiden name.
Well, the good news is elections are every 4 years, so I think you'll have enough time in order to get those documents.
I don't think so. It's not necessary. It's bullshit.
I'm a fan of the SAVE Act.
Oh, I'm absolutely.
It's also going to ban transgender surgeries on minors. That's actually the 15 that Donald Trump added to it.
You know what? I think that's stupid too. These people are out of their mind. I don't support any of it.
3,000 women have had their breasts cut off for gender affirming care.
If they want
I'm sorry,
that?
let me rephrase that. 3,000 children, female children, girls.
I believe
have had their breasts cut off.
Even know one of them.
No, 3,000 have had their breasts removed.
I know one of them.
Yeah, that had their breasts removed?
Yes.
As a child.
15.
And what are your thoughts on that?
They're happier, and that probably helped them not commit suicide. It's not,
See, that's emotional blackmail. If you don't let me cut my healthy body parts off, I'm going to commit suicide.
No,
that's emotional blackmail.
That's, again, a misrepresentation of what I just said.
You just told me, but you just said that she's happier, and she said she would have committed suicide.
She's happier being trans than she was before. And yes, I think if she wasn't able to follow her own path, I'm a live and let live person. It's nobody's business.
I am too when someone's 18 plus.
You know what? It's not
when someone's an adult.
You know, some people
Kids
that
can't
are
vote.
18 are less mature. Like, how old are you? Because you seem less mature to me than some of the 15-year-olds I know.
I seem less mature? That I'm on the street talking politics? How is that less mature?
No, because what you're trying to do by way you're representing certain situations isn't the real fact, and you're trying to manipulate that situation for your own gain.
Well, I think you're doing the same from the left-wing perspective.
I'm walking my dog.
Well,
dude.
just now you claim that married women would not be allowed to vote. That's been debunked.
Oh no, it's not.
It's been debunked.
Hey, dude, if you don't have apparently a passport or a driver, if you don't have a passport that shows what your actual name was on your birth certificate, you're not going to be able to get registered. So if you're married and you have changed your name and you don't have a passport, you're not going to be able to register to vote. That's ridiculous. That's unfair, shouldn't happen, and it's unnecessary. You know, go find something else to do.
She walked over when she overheard a conversation we were having before. Totally cool. The fact that she knows someone who's 15 that had their healthy breasts cut off is just, it's just shocking. Michael, is that shocking to you?
Yeah, it's stomach churning, to be honest.
I mean, this is all, I'm sorry to say, but this is all experimental stuff. And we're putting these kids who are too young to vote, too young to smoke, too young to drink, too young to gamble, too young to enlist, but they're old enough to cut off healthy body parts. I don't get it. Now, again, if someone has breast cancer, that's an entirely different topic, right? That's life or death. And they try to position this kind of surgery as life or death, as she did. If this child did not get it, they would commit suicide. They try to make it a life or death thing. And it's heartbreaking to hear people who support this ideology. This is why we need the SAVE Act.
Hey, what's up? Can everybody hear me? Welcome to Town Hall Tuesday. Our guest is loading in right now. Adam Francisco is on his way. Hi, Tommy. Say hello to the people.
Dog.
Say, what's up, man? I like the red hat. That's good.
Yep.
Where's your camera at? Are you looking at the? Okay. So I'm just, as soon as he loads in, we got a few things. I was playing a video of his. Thank you so much, guys. Let's do some logistical things. Thank you so much for joining us. Please like and share the stream. We're live right now only on my channel as per Tommy's request. I had nothing to do with that. I know a lot of people are going to blame me. Why isn't it on? Nope. It's him. It's not me. I argued with him about it. We had a little spat about it.
It makes it easier. It makes it easier. All the super chats are in the same place and not two different chats, and it just makes it easier to.
Tommy's volume is low. Let me see if I can. I don't know if I can fix that or if that's a him thing. I don't know if I have any control over your volume.
Can you guys hear me better now? Can you hear me better now?
Yeah. So people are pretty punctual. So just give it. It's not 7 yet. We got 3 minutes. I sent them the link. Hey. 90 minutes from when he loads in. Doesn't matter when it is, right?
You guys think I should put this behind me instead of the American flag? I'm trying to decide.
I have an idea. Why don't you put one vertical on one wall and one vertical on the other wall? Like on the corner. Yeah,
maybe.
And just have both.
F and Tifa.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know it said. I thought it said Trump, because I have a Trump flag that looks just like that. Oh boy. Hey, I sent you the video of this situation here. I don't want to say it, but this situation, remember? I told you? I sent you the video. Yeah. I sent you the video. All right. I used to have a projector on the wall, but here at my house, like the light was like in my face, like shot, like so I had to get rid of the projector in here.
There we go.
Okay. Let me see. Oh, I need to turn on this light here.
Well, it's like zoomed in on this. What up, everybody?
Well, yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to finally meet Adam, bro. I've been watching Adam for a long time.
I know. I want to know when he started because I've been watching him for years, it seems like.
I started watching him when I started watching.
It'll beep in my ear when he populates into the StreamYard, so I won't miss it. Yeah. And he's friends with Caitlin, so hopefully we can get in touch with her too, because we can probably do a fundraiser. Okay, here we go. Here,
hold on.
Yeah, here he comes. He's coming. Signing in. He just has to click it. Okay. Oh, there we go. Hey, Adam, can you hear us?
Hey. Yeah. How you doing?
Good. How you doing? I'm Clyde. This is Tommy. Welcome to the show. Thank you so much for doing this, by the way.
Yeah, of course.
Awesome. Tommy, you're on mute.
Are we live?
Yeah, we are live. We are live on YouTube and Rumble. I did my intro. I was a pro wrestler, so my intro was like a bunch of wrestling stuff. I didn't feel like making you sit through that. So I'll introduce myself, and then Tommy can introduce himself, and then we kind of want to get your sort of background and when you started going out there and how that all came to be. I live in Houston, Texas. I came across Tommy and the Portland, Oregon people protesting at the ICE building, and I started streaming and making videos, and we became friends, and it turned into this. So I'm a patriot. I'm a veteran. I live in Houston. You're welcome, sir. I live in Houston, Texas, so it's I don't really have the problem that Portland and Minneapolis have. So Tommy,
what's up, bro?
How you doing? I heard you went viral. I saw some of your clips.
Yep. It's crazy. I've been meeting all these people that I've been watching for years, like you and Caitlin Bennett and Nick Shirley and all these people, and it's my experience has been pretty hard. And life-changing, but it's also been really great getting to meet patriots like you. So I'm glad you're here.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So
I was just watching one of your videos at the gas station asking people about the gas prices. And I liked the quote that you said. You said, I'm a YouTuber, not a journalist, so I can ask questions and be biased, you know, and that really hit home with me, you know, because I'm not a journalist. I'm more of an American activist, a YouTuber, a streamer, you know, and I'm just getting my opinions out there, you know. So I just that really stuck with me.
I will say technically all of us are journalists. Like right now, Climatics is journalist. What you do is what I do is journalism.
Right.
But when people ask me what I do and I go in the angle of journalist, I always say, but I'm a MAGA journalist, or that I'm a biased journalist, because I think it's better to be honest about your bias or where you like stand than acting like CNN, where they say stuff like the most trusted name in news. It's like, you're not trusted. You're the most liberal name in news. Just say that, and then we'll actually respect you.
I feel like I've been watching you now for years, and I came across you because I was born in North Miami Beach, Dade County. Oh. And so I came across you and I'm like, oh, Florida guy. And I started watching and I'm like, holy crap, this guy is, I love how you ask questions to one group and then ask the question to the other group. Like I was just watching your latest video about the ID. How long have you been doing this, and what got you started going out there?
So I was a Democrat liberal just my whole life because I'm from New York, and I'll just say that before 2020, that was a big year in American history. Before 2020, politics wasn't all encompassing like it is now. You had your political pundits, people that were already in the world, but to the average American, it was kind of easy to ignore politics. I'll give you an example. So I used to go to pride parades, and I used to dress up in all the rainbow stuff. I used to wear, put sparkles and glitter all over myself. And I would go to these and I'd have a great time. I would get really drunk with my friends. We'd have a great time celebrating Pride. Now, again, back then in 2017, 2016, Pride wasn't what it is today. It was actually quite normal back then. You didn't see public sex acts. You didn't see children at these events. It was just gay adults. It was totally different. And then I ended up moving to Thailand in 2018. I ended up moving to Thailand. And I was so removed from the US. I was so removed from just all the noise that I finally had some time to myself. And in 2019, I kept hearing about this whole MAGA movement. And as far as I knew, MAGA was a neo-Nazi thing. I thought it was white supremacy. Like I legit was like, I don't even want anything to do with that. Until I decided to do research. And start to watch Donald Trump's speeches all the way through.
Yes.
Then I started looking at the economy. I saw the lowest black unemployment rate. I saw cheap gas. I saw 2% inflation rates. And I was kind of like, hold on. MAGA seems to stand for a good economy. Not really sure why that's a bad thing, but apparently it is, I guess. That's what I'm being told.
Yeah.
And then there was a Charlottesville hoax, the Very Fine People hoax, where I saw that the news just cut off the part where he condemns neo-Nazis. They just removed it.
Yep.
It was just like, hold on. So Trump actually condemned them, but they told me that he didn't. I was like, this is so strange. My mind was blown. And then 2020, BLM rights, COVID medical mandates. And I just realized that I really didn't have much in common with the left anymore. So on Facebook, I just started talking about like my reaction to all the unarmed black men that were being killed that year. You remember that was like the big news story every time unarmed black men. And I started saying things to my audience like, can we wait for the body cam footage? Can we wait for the evidence? Can we wait to hear what really happened? And my audience, which was all Democrats at the time, was like, no, put up the black square. No, you're sounding like a Republican. No, you're sounding like you work at Turning Point. And I was like, hold on, by asking for more information is a Republican thing. And the disconnect just started happening. And over time, I became MAGA Republican. And in August 2020, I put on a Trump hat for the first time. Went out in Orlando, vlogged it with my friend Tara. Loved the experience. And ever since then, I've just been doing this, supporting the MAGA movement. I felt lied to. Lied to, and I got angry about it. So this is what I did as my protest. It's been going on 5 years now.
Did you ever think people would turn to you for MAGA content?
No, that's the weirdest part.
See, I make videos. I started making videos right before the election, and I made like a countdown, like 10 days worth of shorts onto the election. And after the election, I made a positive reaction video instead of all the meltdowns. I made a reaction of like Charlie Kirk and Joe Rogan, a lot of and then that's where my channel kind of blew up a little bit, you know. So I make videos and then I found Portland and found Tommy and it's so cool to. I mean, I live in Houston. That's across the whole country. You're in Florida. It's so great that we all are so like-minded. I agree. Yeah. I agree with 100% of every single one of your videos, and that's so rare.
Yeah,
all of it.
Yeah, I don't think I'm that extreme of a guy. Like, I think my views are populist. It's kind of what like common sense populism is in America these days.
Common sense is hard to find, though.
It is. It is like I'm an immigrant. I was born in Mexico, right? So I'm pro legal immigration. However, I also understand that there needs to be limits to that, right? Like you can't flood the country with any type of immigrant, legal or illegal, if it's outnumbering the American birth rate, right? We need to have more American births than we do immigrants. And unfortunately, under Biden, legal immigrants were lower than born Americans. However, when you add in the illegals, then all of a sudden we actually had more coming in than born here. And then what that does is it dilutes our culture. It dilutes our ideals, our values. It dilutes our holidays like July 4th. It dilutes the unity that we have, that we're supposed to have in this country. And it gets to a point where the diversity becomes too fractured. It's too
much diversity. I mean, it sounds bad saying it, too much diversity, but that is a thing. You know, just look at the UK, look at Germany, look at, you know, all these other Western countries that are just losing their countries, you know, and that's what we're trying to fight against.
Correct. You know? And I'm not defining diversity by skin color or ethnicity. Because look at this stream. We have you, Tommy. I think you're a white guy. You got me, Mexican. Maddox, are you Latino?
I'm a Jew.
Oh,
yeah. I'm Latvian. So.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So I'm
you
like.
can tell by his nose, bro.
I'm Jewish too, actually.
So. Oh, cool. Oh, shalom.
Yeah. Shalom.
Mazel.
So to me, it's not diversity of like skin color that's a problem. It's not diversity of ethnicity or country of origin. It's diversity of values that we're getting too fractured. I mean, you have people coming into our country, and this is I don't care what anyone says. They come from areas in the world that do eat cats and dogs.
Third world countries.
Third world countries. You have people coming in where marrying children is totally allowed.
Or their brothers.
Or right. It's just
like I'm addicted to North Korea. I can't stop. I've watched 1,000 hours of North Korea. Like stuff like that like drives me crazy.
It's very interesting.
So when I look at like something like Iran and I see the liberals they're having meltdowns while the people in Iran are dancing in the streets. Literally, they went from Death to America to doing the MAGA dance. That's crazy. It's hard to get mad at that.
You guys know that I'm like America first. You know, I want our tax dollars to stay in America. But I also think that the Iran situation is serious and it needs to be dealt with, you know, because Iranians for more than 20 years have done everything in their power to harm Americans, to kill Americans, you know, and Trump is trying to end Americans being killed by anybody, especially Iran, you know. So I don't necessarily agree with our troops being out of the country and dying out of the country, but I know that it has to be done to keep us safe and to free the Iranian people, you know? And so anytime anybody we go to these Iranian, pro-America rallies on Sundays, and I'll go and support these people 100% of the time because they're flying American flags. They have a memorial for the fallen soldiers, you know, and they have the original Iranian flags with not the Islamic symbol in the middle, you know. And people try to say that I'm not America first or that I'm swapping back and forth, but I am America first. But I will also go out and support anybody that's pro-America. And these are real American Iranian American citizens, you know what I mean? Legal immigrants. And like you said, I'm all for legal immigrants, you know, because they respect our culture, they respect our laws, they respect our country, and they know what it's like coming from a place like Iran, you know? So Yeah,
That's an example. That's an example of good diversity. People from Iran, right? A lot of them have brown skin. That's fine. We don't care about that. But the part that we care about is they want to come here and embrace America. They want to come here and respect America. So we're still getting diversity, but we're not getting the kind of diversity that's going to threaten American citizens and children.
Yep.
So, like when it comes to the Somalians, I have no issue with Somalian immigrants coming into this country. However, if you look at Minnesota, 89% of Somalian immigrants with children, 89% end up on welfare.
For more than years.
Yes. So as soon as they come to this country, they're taking from the American taxpayer, and they never contributed. They never contribute to our tax system. So to me, if we have a country, I don't care what color the people are, black, white, doesn't matter to me. If 90% of the people from that country are coming in with kids and they're automatically on welfare, is that the kind of diversity that we need? Is it sustainable? I would say no. I would be more than open to do a brain drain of the Somalian educated people, right? Take the doctors, the engineers, the people that are good with computers, bring them in, brain drain, all good, right? But we don't need to bring in people in this country that have 60,
we don't need more people on EBT, especially foreigners.
I mean, they made another Somali. Is Somaliland? Are you familiar with that?
In Somalia?
Like, yeah, it's like right next to it. It's like a brand, like I can't think about Somali and not think about bananas and rice. I've been dying over this for like a month. So, Adam, you said you watched a couple of Tommy's clips. Are you familiar with the Portland ice building problem that's been going on? Oh my God.
That was all over the news for weeks, months, maybe.
So like one guy's going, he got arrested by federal marshals. He's up the river. Bad. Like there's people getting maced and attacked all the time down there. It seems to me that you have a couple white liberal ladies yelling at you. Have you ever encountered and I know someone that weird guy with the porn stash attacked you kind of, but have you ever encountered any sort of, and not Antifa in Florida, but any sort of real resistance?
No, and I'll be honest with you, that's not something that I want to, like, I don't want to be part of that kind of resistance. That's why I wouldn't go to Portland. I wouldn't go to, I mean, I've gone to New York protests, like, during the daytime, but if I were to hear that there was a protest at night in New York or LA, I wouldn't go because
it's dangerous.
Yeah, it's dangerous. And I just, I have 4 dogs that I love dearly. Right. I still want to have kids. That's my plan next year, is to go to the Philippines and meet a beautiful, feminine traditional woman.
Passport, bro.
I think the new passport, bro, location is going to be Tehran.
Hey, it could be if we're allowed to go there. They're beautiful. But my point is just like I don't want to. And I just got a kitty transplant 5.5 months ago.
Yeah. So how are you healing?
Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing.
I'm so happy for you, bro.
I know we're cheering for you.
God bless you.
Thank you.
Go ahead, finish what you were saying. Yeah.
No, I was just gonna say I have too much that I want to do besides the political thing for me to put myself in those situations. I kind of like doing just the street interviews. I like going to the Florida protests because at the end of the day, the protests in Florida are very, very safe, right?
Mm. Yeah.
Mostly boomers. There are a handful of younger people that come out there. And we always have an expression: an armed society is a polite society. In America, you don't know who, not in America, in Florida, because we're allowed to carry here without a permit. We have open carry here now.
Same here.
Yeah. Like you exactly. Texas, Florida. So like they don't want things to escalate, right?
Right.
Like as soon as people start pushing and shoving, which is very rare down here, people kind of already are starting to like, all right, let's all cool off here. Or the police.
Hey, you got the villages there. Everybody goes there to retire and hang out.
You and Caitlin, you guys go to like the protests with like the old boomers and the purple hairs and the, like the ones that just talk a lot but don't really say nothing. Hey, and we got those out here too, but we deal with the black bloc, black Antifa, like more than anything else, because they go from
so speaking of
from protest to protest out here,
speaking of Caitlin Bennett, is she okay?
What do you mean?
Isn't she like have some medical problems? I saw something where she is that a joke?
That's some random page that just started telling lies about Caitlyn.
Oh wow.
You're doing it for the goal of fundraising.
Oh, okay. I see.
She was in the hospital. We were worried about her.
No, she's not in the hospital.
Hey.
Never hasn't been in the hospital.
Oh, good. I was worried. I was like, what? Because we reach out to her for an interview, so we'll see what happens with that. So how often? I know you produce a lot of content, but how often do you actually go out there? Because they go out there every day.
Well, I don't. I mean, I'm a one-man show.
Right.
I have to film. I sometimes have a cameraman. I have 2 different cameramen that I use, but I have to do all the editing myself. Like I don't outsource it. So when I go out and do a video, I basically take the next 24 or 36 hours to edit it, make some shorts and clips out of it. So I try to do about 3 to 4 videos a week, long form content, and that each video will give me about 5 short clips and that I can use on my social media. And sometimes, some of those go viral. Like out of the 5 I'll post, maybe one of them will get 100,000 to 1 million views.
Nice.
And
that's nice.
Yeah, when your shorts get 1 million views on certain platforms such as TikTok, X, YouTube, and Facebook, you can actually make a couple hundreds of dollars on the short. Which is nice.
Yeah, I have one of my.
It just depends on your impressions, really.
Yeah, one of my shorts got to 2.7 million, and the money was interesting. I don't know if it matched, but YouTube.
So you probably made. I mean, I'm going to guess 2.6 million. Probably, I don't know, $800, $700.
Exactly. That's exactly absolutely.
Yeah, the CPMs for shorts on YouTube are about 30 to 40 cents. So for every million views, you'll get $300 to $400.
Yeah. So
that's cool.
I'm trying. I've been making videos for a while now, but Tommy is just starting out making videos and doing editing and stuff. So I'm trying my best to teach him the
most
ropes.
of my stuff live, but now that I got my laptop and my little studio area set up, I just did my first long form video today from a protest I did the other day. And I still got to get the hang of editing and stuff like that, because I'm used to just being out there live streaming, and that's where I started. That's how I started on X, and I just started my YouTube.
That's the beauty of live streaming is, there's really no editing you need to do. You just film and people tune in for that. When you start getting into editing long form, you're taking on a lot of extra workload, and you have to figure out, is it actually worth the extra workload? Are you going to be getting more views? Are you going to be getting more visibility? Or for you, is live streaming really your bread and butter? It might be that live streaming is just better ROI for you.
Yeah.
Me, for example, I have live streamed a few times. It actually has been very profitable for me because you get super chats, you get donations.
Yeah.
And if my only goal, and I'm talking about live streaming at events, not when I'm home reacting to videos.
Yeah.
If my main goal was to maximize earnings and just do this for money, I've seen the evidence that live streaming is kind of where it's at. That's
live streaming. Yeah. And that's where all my viewers are. They love my live streams, that's where but in the beginning, my live streams were a little more like in your face. Like I said stuff, that I'm trying to not say now, especially now that I have YouTube, I'm trying to be more PG-13. But when I first got out there, I was angry. You know what I mean? I was upset, and the first day out there, I got attacked, my hat stolen, burned. The second day, I literally got physically attacked and had to defend myself. And that's the video that went viral. So when I first went out there, I was angry at these people. They had just killed Charlie Kirk. So I had a lot of frustration and anger in my heart, and I was just saying things that I knew would get their attention, that I knew would be radicalized, and would get people to tune in. But now I'm learning that if I'm calmer and try to actually talk, I can actually have conversations with these people, and not very many of them that we deal with will have conversations, but we get them every now and then, and so it's been a learning curve. It's a huge learning curve. That's for sure.
I will say, as I've done this longer, my conviction for what I believe in has gotten stronger.
My
knowledge has gotten stronger, but at the same time, I have gotten less emotional about it. And you're going to find that you get a little bit desensitized to their rage, and that you actually produce better videos when you're calm, and you can put them in their, point to their hypocrisy better. You could debunk them faster when you're level
Let
headed.
them show exactly who they are, you know?
Exactly. And also you make the MAGA movement look better when, you know, when you're not getting into the weeds like they do, when you can kind of rise above them. That comes from practice, that comes from doing this over time.
Yeah.
So your videos, I mean, you went viral twice already. That's freaking amazing to do that so early in your content
and then that
career.
girl Isis shot him in the face with the BB gun, and the Cartier family covered it.
You got shot in the face with the BB gun?
Yeah, that she drove by and
A drive-by shooting.
She drove by a bunch of times and
Was that
was
the black girl?
Huh?
That was the black girl.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, her
And the
name
white-
name is Isis.
Yeah, she already drove by and was acting crazy way before that, you know, and then she got out of her car and got in our faces and smacked Shane's phone out of his hand, and he sprayed her, you know, and somebody else tried to steal his phone when it hit the ground, one of her friends, and she took off and came back like 45 minutes later, drove by, and we knew she was coming by. Like, we were expecting her to come back, you know, and when she came around the corner, she pulled up in front of us, and I was like, are you triggered or something? You know, I was like, you hear me in the video say, are you triggered? And that's when she just raised up the BB gun and just started firing. Boom, boom, and it hit me twice in the arm and once in the cheek.
What if somebody thought that she was picking up an actual gun?
That's exactly.
What if it was Florida or Texas?
Like, that would be her at fault for raising a.
If it was,
would be justified.
If it was
it
Texas,
could have been way worse.
Yeah, it would have been horrible.
Could have been way worse.
That's so stupid on her end.
But I guess the cops have done a search warrant on her house because I filed a report, and the cops have done a search warrant on her house, and they found the BB gun, and they're taking her to the grand jury. So hopefully she gets what she deserves.
Yeah, I'm happy to see that more of these deranged left wingers are being held accountable for, you know, their actions. We just had a woman named Doreen Sagari. She was from Sarasota.
I know that name.
And she went on TikTok and she said, when you see MAGA, pew pew MAGA.
Oh yeah, I've seen that.
I knew that name.
She was found guilty. She's facing 5 years in federal prison for distribution of internet threats and, you know, violent threats. She gets sentenced in May. I'm actually thinking of somehow going to the courthouse to be part of and watch the sentencing.
Yeah.
I don't think I can film inside the courtroom.
No, you can't film inside the courtroom. You can film inside the courthouse, but not the courtroom.
Correct. And I can, you know, just be there and be present as just a witness. And, you know, I'm just happy to see that people like that are being held accountable.
Yeah, you can report on it afterwards.
Yeah. Because the death threats are, I mean, I've gotten messages where people tell me I need to be Charlie Kirked, and they're always from anonymous accounts. The
leader of Antifa keeps trying to sue me because I made a video for making a video of him removing a stop sign from the city. He just took a stop sign and put it in his truck and drove off with it. And I saw dollar signs. So I made a video. We have so many. It's like it's so hard to explain it. I've watched so much of this because I live streamed it, and at one time I was doing like 8-9 hours a day of constant Portland. It's like a show. It's like a cast of characters. They all have little nicknames. We have and Pam. You know Pam, the January 6th grandma Pam Himfo. Do you know who that is?
No, but I know there was an image of a grandma holding a little American flag on January 6th. A granny in the lobby was holding an American flag.
I don't know if it was that.
No, this is the one that turned on the J6ers, Pam Tifa. We call her Pam Tifa. She's the one that turned on the J6ers. She was involved and she was arrested, J6th. But she ended up flipping sides and being a Fed, you know. She's well known out here.
Pamela Hemphill?
Yeah.
Pam Hemphill, yeah.
So, anyways, the last couple of nights she's gonna. It's a chaos, and the problem in Portland is their leaders, like the state representative. Her name is Maxine Dexter, and then Tina Kotex. These people, they go out for brunch with their friends in downtown Portland, make a cute little video, and say, "Oh, everything's fine. We don't need the National Guard." Meanwhile, 10 hours later, the street burning to the ground. Like, I mean, they're macing each other, they're attacking each other.
What's going on today?
Actually, to be honest with you, I'm seeing reports. Tommy, I'm seeing reports that Shane is being harassed at City
Harassed
Hall right now. Like right now.
He's getting attacked.
A
At
friend
the
of
town
ours.
hall.
A friend of ours is getting attacked right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't have that in Florida, a consistent presence. They have like weekly meetups, like weekly protests. Once a week, they'll stand outside on the highway for like a couple of hours. But
Yeah.
we don't have that like every night, you know, that they're out there. That's not something that happens in Florida. And I'm happy.
Oh yeah, it doesn't happen here. Even though I'm in a
I just went to a protest that was supposed to be all doctors and nurses and medical assistants and all this. It started out a few blocks away from ICE. And I was there doing my thing, just walking around with the megaphone saying, God bless ICE and God bless America and deport all illegals and all this, right? And they attacked me, like 10 Antifa attacked me right in front of like 5 police officers, literally like 15 feet away from these officers. They attacked me, threw a big ass rock at me, tried to hit me in the head, gave me a concussion, blacked my eye. And the cops did absolutely nothing. They just watched it happen. I had to get myself out of the situation because if they would have knocked me down, they would have tried to kill me. You know what I mean? So I just had to hold on to my phone and just cover up and push towards the cops as much as I could. And the cops they wouldn't even take a police report right then. I had to wait like 2.5, 3 hours and find the other yellow shirt cops and talk to them and have them file the police report. That's how bad it is out here.
That's Portland for you. I mean, I'm pretty sure a lot of them are left wingers.
So we do a few things, like a lot of times on the show we do like where we pull pictures, and like I had Caitlin Bennett up because I was going to ask you because I wasn't sure if that was real or not. But we have a thing where I pulled up a picture of Kamala Harris and Hillary Clinton before and after Donald Trump, and the difference was striking. So I have another one of those, and I just want to get your reaction to it. It's something a little fun. Tommy, you haven't seen this. You're going to love this. So this is what Donald Trump does to women.
Look at Rosie O'Donnell. I fucking knew it, bro. That's TDS working overtime.
What do you see a lot of just absolute crazy liberal TDS out there in Florida? Where it changes, like they look different.
That's just sad.
It's so crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Rosie looks.
That is just. Oh man,
what's the top woman's name? The comedian.
Kathy Griffin. She's the one that had the severed head of
right
Trump.
there.
Yeah, she's the one that had that severed head of Trump.
She looks like it.
Yeah, she does.
She does look like it.
That's what it is. She looks like it.
Okay. So
what's his name? It the clown.
I don't know. I've never seen the movies.
What? Pennywise.
So
I don't like horror movies. That's not something.
I don't either. So okay. So the next one is: do you think that this is going to be our president?
First of all, I love JD Vance, but Marco Rubio is quickly, coming up right now.
Yeah, that's JD.
That's going to be our ticket. It's either going to be Vance Rubio
or Rubio Vance. Yeah,
but I do think it should be Vance Rubio. I think that just makes more sense having the VP step up into the presidency.
Yeah,
we have another content creator friend. His name is Ben Dykes. I don't know if you know him. He runs a show. He's sort of like today's answer to Rush Limbaugh. He's got a gold microphone. He has a call-in show and he flushes the liberals down the toilet. It's hilarious. Anyways,
it's pretty great.
He has an inside information, and apparently the Democrats have already chosen their 2028 ticket, and it's going to be Kamala and AOC. What do you think?
That's what they're saying? A drunk and a bartender walk into the White House.
Yeah, it's just,
don't you want to see Marco Rubio debate AOC? I mean, don't you want? You know how much content that is.
Yeah, I don't know why they would do that.
Well, because I think they feel like Kamala would get the black and the woman vote over Gavin. To be serious about it, I think that's what their feeling is. And she's already been VP and already run, things like that. But
it's really not, to me, it's not seeing a woman on top of the ticket. We had Hillary, and she was pretty close, right, to winning the presidency. But seeing AOC as the VP, I can't.
So who do you think is going to be the
Sure,
ticket?
we won. I think
Yeah.
if they ran, we have no problem winning. You know,
Well, what's
run basically?
I think the only other alternative would be for them to run literally 2 no names, 2 brand new faces with no back record, nothing to go back, no tampon Tim shit, you know, something where they can't go back, and because what's Gavin gonna run on? California? I mean, come on.
No, I think
I mean,
after Nick Shirley finishes with California right now, after Nick Shirley finishes with Gavin Newsom, I don't think he's going to have a platform to stand on.
Oh, Nick Shirley released a video about an hour ago. When we're done with this, y'all should go watch it. I watched it while I was setting everything up. Oh man, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I'm looking at Polymarket, and right now Gavin Newsom is the number 1, 24% chance, and then AOC 8%, John Ossoff 5%, Kamala Harris 5%, Josh Shapiro, Pete Buttigieg, James Tellerico, Mark Kelly, Jon Stewart, Andy Bashir, JP Pritzker, Ruben Gallego, Richard Wetmer, Wes Moore.
Not one of those
horrible picks.
Who can they run? Who can they run?
Are they going to run Kamala at 5%?
Yeah, I think that their only hope would. This is going to sound insane. Wow, they would have to run John Fetterman because he's the only one that has even come close to bridging the gap. Where like I like John Fetterman. I other Republicans like him. He's not even like a centrist person. He's just a normal Democrat.
Yeah,
he you know what I'm saying? Like they're like, oh, he's so based. He's normal. He's not a weirdo lefty.
Well, he had some medical medical incident or something like that.
His heart
and
stopped.
He just totally changed up.
Oh, his heart stopped. Yeah.
He had a stroke, and then now he's like, he don't care. You know, he's like, yeah, because I've heard him say some wild things in the past.
Well, yeah, but compared to his constituents, he is clearly the frontly. If you ask Republicans, I bet you if we took a poll in the chat right now, we asked everybody who their favorite Democrat is, who do you think they're going to pick? What's the second choice?
I mean, the Democrats wouldn't put John Fetterman at the top.
I know that.
Yeah,
never.
But so I don't see who they can run. Like you just said, JD Vance and Marco. Either way, JD Vance or Marco and JD, it doesn't matter. Either way, who could they possibly run against them?
And don't forget that we still have Ron DeSantis as a backup, right? We still have Vivek Ramaswamy as a backup.
Oh yeah. I thought he was going to run for Ohio.
Whatever it is, I'm just saying he was very impressive.
He was.
During the campaign season, he really came out of nowhere, and he was very impressive.
Yeah.
So you think there'll be a huge field like before when there was like 12?
No, I don't think that there's realistic fields. I think if JD Vance and Rubio want it, it's theirs. But I'm just saying, like we have Tulsi Gabbard, right? We have.
I like Tulsi Gabbard a lot. I like her a lot.
We have RFK Jr. now. If we wanted to activate RFK Jr., like we have such a deep bench that MAGA would support if they ended up being the.
Hey, you know, Adam. You know, if Governor DeSantis moves on up, there's going to be an open spot as the governor role. You could.
I would never. I've thought about running for politics like in the past, like you know that now my channel is growing and everything.
I think
I've decided I would never do it.
I think I'd just rather bang my head against a brick wall, probably.
No, it's just, the amount of stress that this brings into your life is just, it is such a cruel world. And these people will do everything they can to tear you down. And ultimately, you know, not taking funding from anybody is almost impossible once you get in. I mean, we don't even know what these politicians deal with, the threats upon their lives. We don't even know, like, you know, a lot of times people are like, oh, they take money from this, they take money from that. F this politician. There might have been a gun held to their head saying, you're going to take this effing money and you're going to do this, or we're going to put a hit on you. What is it going to be? We don't know what goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah. Or even worse, their family or something like that. Like,
threaten your family. We have no idea. We don't know what they have on if we just don't know. And to be honest, I don't want to find out. I don't really care to enter that world. I don't want to enter that world. I would rather just be an entertaining political voice, independent, not work for any company. You know, if Turning Point or, you know, any of those companies reach out to me, I would listen to them because I have a lot of respect for them. Yeah. But I kind of like doing it the Caitlin Bennett model, where you're by yourself, no one's paying you. If you make money, it's from AdSense, from Google. You might get some brand deals here and there,
Mm-hmm.
but I like not being told by anybody.
I've been watching Liberty Hangout since like right after she posted the videos from Kent, with the rifle. I mean, because I was in the Army. My dad was a gunsmith when his business. So I grew up around guns. I'm a huge fan. So when I saw that, I was like, oh, who is this? So that's when I started watching all of you, and then I found you, and I found other people. So
when did you first meet Caitlin? How did you meet Caitlin?
So,
because I can't wait to meet Caitlin one of these days. I'm gonna come up to Florida and
go
to these little protests with you guys or the farmers market. So
yeah, I will.
Yeah, so I started watching Caitlin in 2019 when I was getting red pilled myself, and it was a video she did in St. Augustine, and that video inspired me to later visit St. Augustine. That's whatever. So yeah, 2019 is the first time I saw her. She did a video with an illegal. It was an American guy, but playing the role of illegal, and it was a black dude. And I saw that video, and I thought it'd be funnier if she got a Latino. So I actually messaged her. I might have emailed her or messaged her on one of the platforms one time. And at the time, I might have had like 10,000 subscribers. Thought I was some big shot. And
that's what I think. I think I'm some big shot too. I understand.
She never responded, of course, because she's so popular.
Right.
And I never contacted her again. It was some point last year during the Tesla protests, maybe early 2025, maybe around then when the Tesla protests were happening. I saw her at the same protest I was at, and I ran up to her because I was starstruck.
Yeah.
And she literally was like, "Hey, Adam, I know you." And when she said that, I was like, "Oh my God, she knows me. This is so cool."
Nice.
And she said, "Can we talk later? I want to film right now." I said, "I understand. See ya." So later that night, when I got home, I was doing a live stream, and Caitlin hopped into the chat, and she made $100 donation to my Give Send Go because I was still on dialysis.
What? That's awesome.
And I was just like, "Holy shit, $100 from Caitlin!"
That's
that
awesome.
Felt like getting thousands of dollars.
Yeah, right.
And then we just started to, message through DMs that now we know each other through, phone number or whatever. And she just said, "Hey, I'm going to be doing this event here. Do you want to show up and make a cameo?" And I said, "Sure, I'll come in."
You were like, "Yes,
yeah, of
hell
course."
yeah,
Hell
yeah.
Like, bucket list. So I did a cameo in her video. I did a few cameos, and then it became more of let's start collaborating on some content together. And I played in a league. I don't know if you guys saw the video where I dressed as a Mexican.
I think I watched all your. I probably watched all your videos. Yeah.
That moment, even though by that time we had already become friends for like a while now. When we did that video, it felt like a bucket list item because that's the idea I envisioned in 2021, when I first messaged her, and then to actually do the video with her was such a freaking honor. My other bucket list item is I want to be on Tim Pool.
Yeah.
Best IRL. Now, his producer did message me last year about flying me out to West Virginia, but
that's cool.
I never heard back after I agreed to come on. So I'm still hoping that happens. That's another bucket list item of mine in terms of like content creation.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that's the next one I really want to do. I also collaborated with Alex Stein.
I can't, bro. I've been trying to get a hold of Alex Stein forever. I go in his lives all the time.
And Tommy
Stein is such a phenomenal guy. Like the one thing I love about these people, Alex Stein and Caitlin Bennett, and then of course Savannah Craven. These are all big names, right?
I've met Savannah. Yeah, I've met her down here at Portland Ice.
These people. Oh, you met Savannah Hernandez.
Oh, okay,
yeah. Savannah Craven is the half black girl that's a pro-life activist. You met
Savannah the one who got punched by that big. Yes, I know who you're talking about. I watch her. I know who you're talking about.
These people are so nice off camera when like you're friends with them. They're such good people. Like it's an honor that I get to know them, hang out with them as actual friends. And then you have like Never Woke, the MAGA hat guy that dances at Disney. I don't know if you know him. He does a lot of Disney videos. Amazing guy. I mean, all these people are amazing. So it's just an honor to meet all these people and be able to collaborate with them. And now I got you two guys. Hopefully we meet one day and we create content together too.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. And I kind of feel the same way because I've been watching you for so long. So when you actually responded to me, I was like,
Is there any big events coming up in Florida anytime soon?
So I don't like to give any locations for
Mm-hmm.
safety reasons. I never announce where I am.
Yeah.
Where I'm going to be.
No,
just for safety
good.
Because what happens is, first of all, I don't think I have that many enemies because I'm really just a middle. Like I'm not an extreme guy. I don't really do extreme things. I don't get involved. I don't hate people. I don't hate Democrats. I don't hate leftists. I'm just like trying to just do entertaining street content. But I think it's a good idea never to let people know where you're going to be, because if you do, it's time to prepare.
It is.
Unfortunately, we can look at Charlie Kirk as an example, right? Like, obviously he had security, obviously he had police presence, he had everything. But the thing is he also had a date on the calendar that people can plan. They know where he was going to be. They know exactly what time. And that puts you at risk.
Yeah.
And even when you have security and even when you have police presence, that doesn't always, look at Trump. He got shot at because it was on the calendar.
The best security in the world,
Security in the world. Now we could ask questions. Was there negligence in both situations, right? Like, how did they not scope out water? How did they not scope out the rooftops? I don't know. I'm not part of that. I'm not going to judge because I don't know. But questions can be asked. So I never say where I'm going to be. It's just I don't think it's wise. But there is going to be a pro-Iran rally in Florida coming up this week. I was invited by the Iranians. They liked my footage last time, so they want me to go. And then No Kings is coming up. The No Kings protest.
Yeah.
I am not going to be here in Tampa for that. I'm going to be going somewhere else in the country to do coverage there, because I find it more fun when I'm not immediately recognized. Right?
Yeah.
In Tampa, I get immediately recognized. All the organizers know me. To be fair, though, the organizers here have treated me with respect. And now that they know that I'm not an agitator, they know I'm just like a MAGA journalist. That's what they think I would, because that's what I am. They leave me alone now. They see me, they go, "Oh, it's Adam. He's going to do his thing. He doesn't really do anything crazy." They've actually came up to me after I got my kidney transplant, and they congratulated me, and they said how happy they were for me. And
so you got a kidney from a viewer, right? Is that?
I got it from a viewer. I'll talk about it in a second. But that told me two things. Number one, they're watching my content religiously.
Right.
But number two, they're actually happy that I got my transplant. So there was a level of humanity, which I had a lot of respect for. So I don't know if you guys know about the whole transplant thing. I'll just get into it real quick. When you have an organ failure, there's only a few organs that you can get from a living donor. There's the liver and there's the kidney. That's it. You can't really donate a lung, even though you have to.
Right.
You can't donate your heart. You can't really donate a lot of organs, except for like liver and kidney. Those are the main two. So most people, when they need organ transplant, they go on a deceased donor list. They have to wait for someone to die. That's a match for their tissues, for their genetics. So I got a call April 2024 to go to the hospital because they had a kidney for me. I was very excited. It was someone who died. However, I was called as the backup, meaning if for some reason the first person can't get it, then I would get it. The first person got it. I was happy for them, but I was disappointed for me.
Yeah.
That sucks.
After a few months of kind of like back on dialysis, still feeling kind of shitty, I kind of realized how shitty it was to not have gotten that kidney, because I could have already been well into my recovery at that point. So I said, you know what? I got this YouTube channel of 80,000, 100,000 subs, whatever was the time. Why am I not mentioning that I need a living donor? Why am I only mentioning that I need donations when I need the ultimate donation? I need a fucking kidney from somebody.
Yeah.
So I started mentioning it in around June of 2024, started mentioning it. And I got about 100 emails, people that were expressing interest. Even Candace Owens gave me a shout out on her show about my need for a kidney. So I'll always respect Candace, even though I could disagree with a lot of her beliefs.
She's changed up a lot lately.
I'll always have love for her for doing that for me. Like, for me, it was life or death. And the fact that Candace Owens gave me that shout out, I got 20 emails the next day from people. And even though none of those people gave me the kidney because it didn't work out for whatever reason, it was still part of the journey of getting one step closer. So I had this one guy who apparently saw my story in January of 2025, and he thought, I'm sure somebody would step up and, was going to help this kid out. But when he saw months later that I still didn't have a kidney. I was still asking for one. May of 2025, he said, fuck it, I'm going to go apply. And so he told me he was applying. And at that time, I was so dejected by the whole process. I already had 100 emails. None of them went anywhere. I was kind of just like, all right, another guy, not going to happen. I mean, I was thankful, but I wasn't hopeful anymore.
Yeah, right? I know what you mean. Yeah. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but.
So one of his first texts, he left me a voicemail. I read the voicemail. I didn't even listen to the voicemail. I just read the voicemail transcript because I was just so dejected by this whole process. So I just told him straight up. I was like, look, at best, there's a 1% chance we're a match. At best. And he wrote back and he said, we're going to be the 1% match because I have Jesus on my side. That's what he said to me. And
wow.
I didn't really think much of it at the time because I'm not a Christian. I didn't grow up religious. I grew up Jewish, but not religious. And I didn't think anything of that, like the power of Jesus. I didn't know anything about that. All I knew is there's these people that believe in this guy, Jesus, and they're Christians. And that's all I really knew. And I thought some of them were a little weird, trying to preach and, they go out to the streets and all that crap. It did not connect with me at all. But I listened to him and I was like, all right, we'll see what happens. A couple weeks later, Adam, we're not just a good match, we're a great match.
Wow.
And for the first time in years, I felt hope. I actually felt hope. But I still thought that there was so many things that could go wrong. Is my health going to fade? Is his health going to fade? Is there going to be any issues? And we scheduled a surgery date for September 6th. 4 days before my surgery, I got a breakout on my face. Turned out to be shingles, which delayed my surgery. They can't do surgery.
Right. Oh.
Because they wipe out your immune system. And if they wipe out your immune system while you have an infection, then that infection could actually kill you. Something as a cold can kill you if you have no immune system. So they delayed it by a month. And that month was one of the hardest months of my life because now I'm thinking, can something else happen? Can something else happen? And nothing else happened. I got his kidney on October 7th. And it turns out that he was such a good match for me. There's this thing when it comes to kidneys. It's called HLA. HLA. It's some kind of like protein that they try to match, and there's 6 of them. The more matches you have, the better the kidney is for you. They'll transplant you at 1, but they consider it to be risky for rejection. They'll transplant you at 2, and that's considered better. If you get 3 out of 6, that's like getting a kidney from a parent. Because you share 50-50 with your parents, right? He was a 50% match for me, meaning his kidney was as good as if it came from a biological parent.
That's so amazing.
Maybe you guys have some sort of like shared DNA and along the way somewhere your ancestors matched up, and because that seems like.
I'm going to tell you guys the odds of that match happening, not just being a match where I can get his kidney. But the odds of a 3 out of 6 match defy mathematical possibilities of a stranger and a stranger matching that well.
That's God. That was God.
That's God.
And in the beginning, when I got my kidney, I would always thank Charlie. I would only thank Charlie because the secular guy in me, right, being secular, was always just like, he's the man that saved me. He's the man that saved me. I owe him everything. But he kept reminding me, and he never pushed it. By the way, that's the part. He never pushed it on me. He just said, Adam, I appreciate you thanking me, but this was Jesus that pushed me to do this for you. And this is Jesus that made it possible. And I just started realizing that it's his belief in Jesus Christ, not mine, right? Because I didn't ever grow up believing in that. But it was his belief in Jesus Christ that made him get tested, that made him believe that he was going to be the 1% match, and that made him that rare 1 in 100,000 perfect match for me.
And his name is Charlie?
His name is Charlie, and it just happened right after Charlie Kirk was killed. And what's crazy is when I was posting on social media, thank you, Charlie, for your kidney. I can't tell you how many Democrats I got, deranged Democrats, in my comments. Fuck you. Charlie didn't give you his kidney. Go fuck yourself. You didn't get Charlie's kidney. Now we're going to get you next. We're going to get you next if you have Charlie's kidney.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I never said it was Charlie Kirk's kidney. My donor's name was Charlie too. And it just showed me how sick people were. But
hey, guess what? My name is Charlie. I go by Charles. But
really?
Yeah.
I just do as climatics. But the bottom line is, I for the first time in my life, I thank Jesus Christ all the time. And I tell people, I know that Christians say he's their Lord and Savior. And I get, where they're coming from, why they say that. But I tell people that Jesus Christ is my literal Savior. Because if you look up the definition of Savior, it's someone who reaches out and provides help in a time of need. That's all it means. It doesn't have to be a religious thing. It could just mean, let's say your house is burning down and your dog is there, and a firefighter comes and he goes and rescues your dog. Well, that firefighter is your dog's savior.
Yep.
So I tell people that Jesus Christ is my literal savior.
So
and he is.
How's the recovery on that? You said 5 months. Like, how are you doing now? I mean, you're good enough to sit here with us, but how are you?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I went to the gym 5-6 days a week while I was on dialysis.
Oh, yeah.
I lifted weights 20 years leading up to my kidney failure. That kept my heart strong, my body strong. Now, unfortunately, when you have kidney failure, your muscles go into a catabolic state,
like atrophy,
meaning
almost?
they kind of eat themselves and they shrink. So I lost all my leg muscles. My upper body got very weak, but I still had some definition just because I was fighting my ass off. As soon as I got the kidney, within a couple of months ago, I noticed that my body was basically like popcorn, right? You know how popcorn just goes, it just gets big, and my muscles just started doing that. If you look at the videos of me now, I look massive compared to how I looked 5 months ago. Because all the muscles just kind of remembered. They woke up in a healthier environment. So I'm doing phenomenal. I would say that I'm the 1% of recovery. Been running 10,000 steps every day. Been lifting. I started lifting day 7 after transplant. I got there October 7th. I was at the gym October 14th. So that is uncommon, unheard of. And I was at a protest on October 11th. No, I'm sorry, October 18th. 11 days after transplant, I was already back at a protest in Florida.
What's pushing you to keep going out there? I mean, do you feel like if you don't, nobody else will? We've heard that a lot from a lot of different people.
This is one of the parts that bothers me about what's going on in the country right now. Obviously, you guys are doing the work right now. And that's why, Tommy, I'm so honored to meet you, and Climatics, so honored that you invited me, because you guys are doing the work. You're creating content. You're pushing it out there. And we need more of this, right? We don't have enough right now. I hate to say it. And we don't have a lot of people that are going out to these protests. I go to protests. Sometimes I'm the only Trump supporter there. 1 versus 100. What the fuck? If you look back at 2020, right? We counter protested every single protest. We were always there. Sometimes equal numbers, sometimes more numbers. Now, where the hell is everybody? Where are the red MAGA hats? Where are the Trump flags? Where are the American flags? It's we've gotten complacent. We feel like we've won, and we're not thinking that 2026 midterms, if we don't win that, Trump's going to be cooked for the second half of the presidency. He's going to
have his hands tied for sure at the very minimum.
You know,
there's everywhere. So what motivates me is that we need to be out there. We need to be out there. So I'm going to keep going out there. We need to win the midterms, and we need to win in 2028. And we can't start too early. We should already been starting. So for all your viewers watching, guys, get out there. Go to indivisible.org. Go to 501.org. Go to social media. Type in your city. All right. I don't care where you live. Type in Wisconsin socialism. Type in Wisconsin anti-ICE. Type in Wisconsin ICE protest. Wherever you live in the country, put that in Instagram. Put that in TikTok. It'll show you the posters in your area.
Yep.
Peacefully, patriotically. Bring a camera. Bring some numbers. Bring friends.
Yeah, I'm gonna go out to an Iranian protest rally.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what I've been doing out here, is going to any protests or any anti-ICE or anything like that I see near me. I try to go and counter protest and have my voice heard and wave American flags, you know. And you're right. It is usually only a couple of us and 100 of them, you know. And
look at the three of us. Look at the three of us. We all look like pretty normal dudes, right? I'd say we're pretty normal. The two of you are definitely more masculine than me, but all of us, you know, we're not soy boys. All of us handle ourselves. You know, I mean, you guys got facial hair. I got some guns. I got some guns up here, right? So when we go to these protests, I'm telling you right now, it is very rare to see a man at a Democrat protest that looks like he lifts weights, that looks like he can defend himself, that looks like he exercises or can play a sport. So when we go there and we make content and people see the visible difference between a Republican man and a Democrat man, even that visual alone, like look at that soy boy video.
And then the nose ring, blue haired, big glass woman who kind of looks like a boy versus a Republican conservative woman is not the same woman.
Look at Caitlin Bennett versus who she goes against, right? And when you look at the video of the soy boy, look at me standing there. Again, I was on dialysis at the time, so I was not healthy. But even in my unhealthy state, I looked so much more muscular and
masculine. Yep, exactly.
You look pale and unhealthy. So, like when you look at that, maybe who knows what his health issues were? I doubt he had it because the odds are he probably didn't, but maybe he did. Who knows? But the point is, if you're in the middle in America, you're undecided, you don't know who to vote for, you don't know what party to align, and that's the first video you see. A guy that's decently built, a Mexican American holding a Trump flag, being peaceful, having conversations, and you see this delusional weirdo with the weird pedophile mustache running at me in flip-flops. Who are you going to think is more normal looking in that one situation? And that's snapshot.
Common sense says the guy in the red.
You know what I'm saying? Just like with you, Tommy, when you handled your business against them, you look at them, it's like, who are you going to respect more? You're going to respect the guy that was outnumbered and still was able to defend himself.
Yeah.
So that's why we got to be out there and keep doing
What are you drinking?
We have to. That's, and they've tried everything in their power to scare us off, scare me off, beat me up, doxed me. I had to quit my job. They destroyed my car. Like, I've been through so much.
I watched them.
Them trying to scare me off. They jumped me, gave me a concussion. We get maced all the time. We have to use mace all the time, but the thing is, it's doing the opposite of what they're trying to do, in my head. The more they push back, the more they try to ruin my life, the more I know that we're making some kind of difference, because if it wasn't making a difference, then they wouldn't be trying so hard to get me to stop coming to these events and stop doing what I'm doing. So obviously something that I'm doing is effective, and that therefore I'm going to keep doing it more aggressively, Hey, no matter, the more you push against me, the more I'm coming after you guys. It's it's that simple.
It's only 37 seconds. Let's watch it. I'm prepared. I'm prepared.
Exactly.
I'm so prepared.
All right, so you're voting for Donald Trump?
Yes.
How come?
Because he's the best for the country.
You can't hear it?
Because he's the best for the
country. Look at this weird guy. He's never lifted a weight in his life.
They call us weird.
Are you really going to hit me?
Oh, look
Are you really going to hit me?
weirdo.
You want to go to jail for assault?
Look how he's standing.
You look like Thomas Crooks.
I remember that video. That's a little bit older, isn't it?
You better get out of here.
Year and a half
now? Kicked.
Yeah, that's a little bit older. I remember that. That's funny as hell.
I'm like a Boy Scout. I'm always prepared.
Like a munchkin, bro.
Yeah, it was just and that video, the way it was framed on the camera was so perfect.
Yes. You couldn't have done that a second time. There's no way.
They thought it was staged. It was not staged. I just happened to have the camera set up, and I was talking to that gentleman. We were having a nice conversation. And what happened is, as I was talking to the nice gentleman, that weird guy, was walking towards us, and he screams, "Hey, fuck you, asshole." Excuse me.
No, you can say that. The president said that in the White House. You can say it.
With his middle finger up. And that's why I look at him, I say, look at this guy. Look at this weird guy. Is because he had already said "F you, asshole" with his middle finger up. Figured the whole thing.
Man,
I thought it was dandy, by the way. I was prepared to get punched in the face.
That guy wouldn't last 5 seconds in Portland.
You're a better man than me. You're a better man than me, because in Florida you have stand your ground laws there. Like, that was a fighting situation. Like, with me, the way I grew up and the way my body reacts in situations like that, I've learned a lot better now after dealing with these people for more than 5 months, how to restrain myself. But somebody running up at me like that, hecka fast and getting in my face, I'm gonna react before I get hit. You know.
I'll tell you this: there's two ways that I looked at it. Number one is I had a medical device in my body at the time.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah, obviously.
So me, I don't want to get into a physical altercation because
No.
if that medical device got pulled out, I could literally bleed out. To
Like
death.
even if you tripped and fell or something, anything
Correct.
could happen. Anything could happen. Right?
So I don't want to get involved in an altercation. However, the counter argument would be if someone's running at me, I should have neutralized him with the flagpole before he got too close to me to prevent anything happening. So I see both sides, and
I like the word neutralize. That's a good word
You
to use.
just know what you're feeling in the moment. You can tell. You know, in a moment like that, especially if you've had situations like that happen in your life before, you can tell what needs to be done in that moment. You know, like if it's extreme or if you can just hold them off like you did with the flagpole, just like, hey, you know what I mean?
Well,
but you
I
made the right decision.
I thought that if I knew that if he was going to punch me in the face, he couldn't do much damage just because I saw him running at me. So I was prepared to get punched in the face. And I had already planned in my head, I'm not going to fight back because I would rather this guy go to jail for assault. That would have been so much funnier to me if he had spent 2 years in jail.
You know, I live in the closest place to where you live, like Texas and Florida. We're kind of like the normal children in a fucked up family.
Yeah.
Like in Florida, you can run over people blocking the road and like to some degree, right?
We have the DeSantis passed the anti-riot law about 3 years ago.
Yeah.
Where if you are surrounded by a riot, protesters, and you are in fear for your life, you're allowed to drive to flee. You don't have to.
You don't have to stop and wait.
Stop. You
Yeah,
have to wait.
I remember the press conference. He's like, just go. Just go.
That acts as a deterrent.
Absolutely. It should be like that everywhere.
Oh yeah. Well, honestly, they could clean up the Portland situation, I'm convinced, in a weekend. If the cops were just really allowed, because it's coming from above them, but if they were really allowed to do their job and clean up and just pull up a couple buses and just take everyone, and then the next night just go take everyone else that shows back up and just keep them for their 48-hour retainer.
You know what? I'll tell you this.
They can't do that. They won't do it.
What the Portland protests do in terms of optics, right? When it's always on the news and we see them streaming every night, what it does optically is it makes Trump supporters and Republicans go, I would never fucking live there. Look at Portland. And so it actually strengthens it as a blue area. Same as New York and LA. It actually repels Republicans.
That's a
from moving
really
there,
good
we don't want to deal with that.
That's a good
so I believe, I mean, one of the reasons why I think it's fulfilling their agenda is it's keeping their states deep blue. So, you know, one thing I will say, just as a side note, I don't know if you guys saw the map, but of all the states that don't require voter ID, Kamala won all of them. She won every state that doesn't have voter ID. There's 16 states or 14 states that don't have voter ID. She won all of them. And I believe,
fraudulent.
And of the states that have voter ID, she only won 2 of them. So,
wow.
That's a lot.
I don't understand the leftist logic behind not requiring voter ID. Like, I can't fathom my head around how simple and commonsensical it is.
You need ID for everything.
These are the most secure election, supposed to be the most secure election in the world, but yet you don't want to require voter ID after we know that at least 10, 15, 20 million illegal aliens have came into this country. And it's just so hard to fathom and wrap my head around. Like, they think black people and minorities are too stupid to get IDs, you know, or they think that women aren't capable of grabbing their marriage certificate and their birth certificate and taking it down and getting an ID with their name. You know what I mean? Like, it's the logic behind it. It's just so frustrating to think about, you know?
And I'll tell you this, in the world, there's about 195 countries, right? That's like total country number around there. And of those, it's estimated that between 100 to 190 have voter ID. And there's only 5 countries in the world that don't have a federal ID policy. And those 5 countries, United States, New Zealand, Australia, Denmark, and Norway. And what do those 5 countries have in common? They are majority white countries. What do those 5 countries also have in common? Immigration. You know,
Yep.
they have a lot of people that want to move to those countries. So
Yeah.
to me, it kind of makes sense why the Democrats don't want, or why these liberal places they don't want voter ID.
Have you
Oh,
ever?
I understand why they don't want it, you know, but they're so blatant about it. Like they don't even care that we know that they want it because for fraudulent activities, you know, because the homeless people that's everywhere in Portland and everywhere else, even they have IDs. You know, you need ID for them to be able to buy beer, cigarettes, to get EBT. You know, so
to rent a hotel, like they have like the extended stay weekly rentals that the homeless people generally rent a lot of times, and they require an ID. You have to. I mean, I bought spray paint, and the guy asked me for an ID. But I live in a state that requires ID to vote. I mean, that's the first thing they said when I went to go vote is ID. So
same here. Yeah, Florida need ID to vote.
I can't imagine, but so you were when you were in the liberal I have an interesting question for you. When you were in the liberal Democrat Party versus now, do you see an overall happiness difference between those two groups of people? It seems like the Republicans are just kind of like rolling their eyes like these people are idiots. But it seems that the Democrats have all lost their fucking minds in a psychological meltdown nonstop. Do they have any like camaraderie over there?
Well, I'll tell you this though, a lot of mental health experts, psychiatrists, therapists, they have said that TDS is a real disorder.
It is
that people have in this country, and it's real. It's not a myth. It's not a joke. TDS is an actual real thing. And when you look at kind of like the characteristics of a Republican man, right, or a Republican woman, we believe in certain things, right? We believe in God, family, country, accountability. Those are like some pretty core Republican principles. And when you look at the Democrats, they believe in oppression, oppressor versus oppressed status. They believe in activism, social justice. They're always thinking about what's unfair. And they always come up with excuses. Well, it's not the person's fault. It's the socioeconomics. It's not the person's fault. It's ancestral trauma. And it's just like they have all these things that they're always worried about. And research actually shows that people on the left, they have much higher rates of neuroticism, much higher rates of just neurological, like they're just more neurotic, anxiety, depression, things like that. So
SSRIs.
And then they're on SSRIs at a higher rate. So you look at all these things, which side is going to be happier? It's already proven, Republicans. And I'll tell you this also, it's been determined Republicans smile in photos more. And And AI can actually tell which way a person votes looking at photos most of the time. So they could just look at
I can tell by looking at the nose right there.
Yeah.
The nose ring.
I hate that fucking nose ring. I hate that
nose
fucking
ring
nose
or the blue hair.
You know, it's crazy. I've actually, like when I was a Democrat, when I was a liberal in New York, I dated a lot of liberal girls, a lot of liberal women. I don't want to say girls anymore. I mean, when I use girls, I mean it like girlfriend women.
Right.
Yeah. But the left is now trying to always do the gotcha. You said girls. That means it's like you're an idiot. You know, what was do you remember the Zohran Mamdani's campaign? Do you guys know what that is? He had the campaign. It was hot girls for Zohran.
What?
And let me tell you this. They had their own blue shirts with yellow font. I wanted to find photos of these hot girls for Zohran. I went onto Threads and I typed in hot girls for Zohran. You know what Threads gave me? A warning. It appears that you're searching for underage women, children. I was like, that's the freaking political tagline of his campaign.
What the hell?
So the irony of the Democrats trying to use it as a gotcha is, Zohran did that. Their new ordinance.
These Democrats can't even tell you what a girl or a woman is.
I was about to say the same thing. Right.
The point was, I used to date girls that were like alt style, liberal style, color hair, and the facial piercings. I was actually into it, and I'll tell you this: even though I'm a right wing guy, I'm still a little bit, I don't prefer it. Let me be clear. I prefer
good luck after they see your channel.
I prefer no crazy colored hair. I prefer that, but I would still be open to it if the person had right-leaning ideology. You know what I'm saying? If
There's based girls like that on the right, you know.
I mean, if you watch my video from the Iranian rally, I met this beautiful Iranian girl. She had a septum piercing, but she was hardcore MAGA, hardcore Trump. She had green hair, blue hair, whatever it was.
That's one good conversation, though. You can get that out.
That's true. That's true. But the thing is, I would have watched it.
He likes it though. You don't want it out.
On her.
Oh yeah.
You know. So yeah, my point was I'm very flexible with that because I dye my hair too sometimes. I had my hair dyed last year, and I'm in the middle of growing it out again. I'm going to dye it again, so I'm going to do that too because it's fun. You know. Yeah. That's a little bit of the liberal.
The left steals everything. Okay, so I have actually, guys. I know I've been celebrating my daughter's birthday, but today is actually her birthday. It's on St. Patrick's Day, but she's 12.
Oh, happy St. Patrick's Day, everybody!
Yeah, happy St. Patrick's Day.
Happy birthday to your daughter, by the way.
Thank you. So she's 12. So that's kind of like where I started thinking like all this weirdo crap. She's in middle school now, and thank God I live where I live because there's nothing sort of like trans flags hanging in school, but it's like I had to explain to her why she could no longer display rainbows everywhere and have rainbows with her. Cause I'm like, the perception that you're in middle school now, there's so many like triggers that things that they took away. And that's just one of them.
Isn't that a shame? Isn't that
a
shame?
It sucks. It sucks. Cause that means I have to explain to her what gay, you want to explain to my daughter what gay is? That was a rough conversation. That wasn't fun, man. That was horrible.
No.
So, when I started my YouTube channel 5 years ago, I had a logo and it was a little sheep. My logo was a sheep. And at the time, I thought rainbows were a beautiful object. Not thinking about pride at all. I just thought rainbow colored things are very beautiful. The rainbow's beautiful. So I made my logo, the sheep, a rainbow sheep. And I wasn't thinking anything. And again, it wasn't.
That's a bad combination too.
Well, when I started my channel, it wasn't a political channel.
Right.
So it was just like a vlog channel. So I would use this rainbow sheep on a few of my videos, and people are like, "Is that like a pride sheep?" And I was like, "No, it's nothing to do with pride." And they're like, "Everyone's going to think it's pride." And I realized at the time, and I was like, "I really guess I can't do rainbow anything anymore because it's pride." So it's just a shame that we can't use rainbows.
It sucks.
Yeah,
I have to
stole the rainbow. We got to take the rainbow back.
It sucks because, like, I know the rainbow is part of the Bible, right? Like, it's a big thing with the Bible, right?
Well, and it's part of, and honestly, if you think about it, because she was born on St. Patrick's Day, it's sort of a part of her birthday with the pot of gold and the rainbow, and you know, there's all kinds of things like that she can buy, and we can get her like little trinkets, and it's just like, we can't get this. It's got a rainbow on it. You can't wear this to school. It's got a rainbow on it. You can't wear it.
That's so sad. That sucks.
I hate it because I'm like, I want to tell you, fuck it, just wear the damn rainbow. But
for God's promise.
Yeah, I want to tell her, fuck it, just wear the damn rainbow. Forget what people think. But she's in middle school.
I'll tell you what I do to mess with people. Every time I see like a woman wearing red, see a guy wearing red, could be a red hat, could be a red T-shirt, a red dress. I don't give a shit. I walk up to them. And I'm like, oh, I love the red dress. Oh, I love the red shirt. And I go, Trump, right? And they always go, wait, what? I go, red for Trump, right? And they always, no. I guarantee that person will never.
They're never going to wear that shit again.
Ever. So I'm making sure that they have the rainbow. We're going to have the freaking color red.
Right. So sometimes
the lady in the Jeep, the lady in that red Jeep at the gas station.
Oh,
he was like, can I put Trump on the side of your truck, you know? And she literally was so triggered by it. She came back like 5 minutes later and got out of her car and everything and was like, are you recording me talking that Trump shit? That shit was, and then she called him a border hopper. She's like, you're a border hopper. And like, so blatantly racist because she don't agree with you, bro. It was racist. I was dying laughing, bro.
Blatantly racist. I get this actually, one of my Instagram posts, my first 3 comments were from other Latinos. Okay, three Latino men were the first 3 comments. How ICE is going to deport me, and I was so confused. Like, you have Latino men in America telling a Latino Trump supporter he's going to get deported. I'm like, this is just bizarre. I'm like, this This is so
It's
bizarre.
it's so funny. No, because what? Okay, so if you're driving down the street, I got a question. If you're driving down the street, and even though we already know your license plate says Trump, and you have Trump all over your car and shit, right? So, but you're driving down the street and you get stopped by ICE, and they pull you over, and they say, "Hey, Adam, we need to see your ID." Are you gonna just cooperate and be like, "Here you go, I'm an American citizen"? Well, are you gonna try to argue with them and fight with them and say, "You pulled me over because I'm brown"? Ooh, you know what I mean? Like, what would you do in that situation?
The first thing I would do is turn my camera on because this is going to be content.
Yeah,
that's a viral clip right there.
Hell yeah, there you go.
Secondly, as soon as they hear me talk, I mean, they're going to know right away that this guy's probably, grew up here his whole life. Of course, I would comply. I would not find it. As a matter of fact, I would thank them for the work you do.
Yeah.
Say, can I shake your hands? I really appreciate the work you do, and I have no problem with you stopping me. As a matter, I do not care that you stop me. So yeah, I would absolutely comply with every command they gave.
We'll take the last couple minutes and read all the super chats, guys. So don't worry, we'll get to all of them.
I was in a space with some leftists the other day.
Pam's in the chat.
That we deal with all the time, and one of them asked me, "What if somebody showed up at your house, or if I showed up at your house and and said that somebody said you were hiding illegals and demanded to be let in your house to see if you were hiding illegals? What would you do?" I said, I would let them come in. I'd be like, "Well, you got the wrong person." I'd let them come in. I want to deport all the illegals. I let them come in. Look at my house. It's tiny. There ain't no illegals here. There's barely enough room for me and my dog and my wife. But you guys can take a look. You want a water? You want a soda? I would happily cooperate because I know they're just doing their jobs, trying to get these people out of our country, and that's what I voted for. So at this point, after all the violence against ICE officers and everything that's been happening, I support ICE doing whatever they need to do at this point to get more illegals out,
Yeah, absolutely.
And I would cooperate 100% of the time. Shit, if I could, I'd become an ICE agent,
Yeah.
But
what kind of dog do you have, by the way?
German Shepherd.
I heard the dog in the background.
Yeah, she's a little psycho.
I got 4 dogs.
Yeah, I know. Your dogs are adorable, bro.
They're not real dogs. You have the real dog.
Yeah, we got a little psycho. We've had her since she was a little baby. Yeah, she's pretty awesome.
I think
dogs are amazing.
I think a lot of the problem with the liberals are that they have just removed the definition of such horrible words. I was listening to some of those spaces yesterday on X, and they just loosely throw out the word Nazi and fascist and dictator. And I mean, my dad's from Brooklyn. I'm Jewish, okay? like, look at my nose, right? So, it's so insulting to be called a Nazi, to imply that I have any, love or admiration for the Third Reich and Adolf Hitler, because that's what it is. And fascism is from I just did a video deep dive on this whole damn thing. Fascism is from a specific point in time, from a specific situation. These people have dumbed it down so much that now when they call you a Nazi, fascist, racist, all that means is you don't agree with me.
Well,
you don't agree with me. You have to fully agree with me or you're a Nazi.
If you support border laws and you support deporting illegals and you support keeping our country safe, then you must be a Nazi at this point, right? That's their logic.
And the funny thing is if we were all Nazis, they would all already be dead because we would be Nazis. I don't understand the logic. Like, I see this stuff in Portland, and I don't understand. I don't think the people down in Portland that are protesting on the other side realize that all the patriots, they just treat them like kindergartners. They could really take care of the situation in 10 minutes if they wanted to.
Yeah.
They go so easy on the left. They really do.
I heard that DC just had a takeover by the urban youths.
Yeah.
In downtown DC, neighborhoods, they had hundreds of black kids coming out, causing scenes, fighting in the streets.
I just seen something on YouTube where it was saying there was like 2,000 shootings at the spring break. It was like, bro, it's crazy.
I saw the video of them running on the beach.
There was a video on X that's been going
Yeah,
viral
yeah, yeah.
of spring break from 30 years ago. And
Oh, I
I'll tell you
saw it. The
something.
difference, like a contrast of it.
I mean, look, the first obvious contrast is spring break 30 years ago was all white people in the video. And then when you look at spring break today, I mean, again, they're using this kind of videos on purpose to tell a narrative. I get it. But when you look at the spring break 30, 40 years ago, people are just throwing a frisbee on the beach. They're playing volleyball. Everyone's like chill, relaxing. And now spring break in Miami, they had to change the whole city. They had to put curfews in place because it was just becoming gang violence in Miami during spring break. And
I would never go there during spring break like that.
It's the same with South Padre here.
It's a shame when it's all these businesses, all the restaurants and bars. That's like where they used to make a ton of money. Now, they've all been hurt by it. It's just crazy.
Yeah, in a situation like that where it's huge crowds, in a place like that, it's gonna pop off eventually, and shots are gonna be fired, and your life is in danger just by being there.
By the way, I didn't realize you have like almost 600 people on your stream right now. That's amazing.
Yeah. We get a lot of viewers. One night on when I first met Tommy, one night on X, he had Adam 105 or 106,000 live viewers.
You had 106,000 live viewers
on X. When I first started, and it was I think it was a No Kings Day.
Yeah,
I was live for a long time.
I had like 32,000 that day.
That's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah,
when I was going live on YouTube at that time, I had like 4,000 live viewers my first time on YouTube, but that YouTube ended up getting taken down or striked because I didn't know better.
YouTube, you know, Adam. YouTube is
super
picky.
strict.
So, like, that's the thing is, I'm going to be going to 3 different No Kings protests in one day.
Oh shit!
I'm wondering, do I do one of them live stream and then 2 of them just my standard style? But what I did decide is for my No Kings protest, I'm going to be filming them myself point of view, because when you do protest point of view, like, is that what you do? Right?
Yeah, I have my camera. Yeah.
Yeah. The crowd, the viewers feel like they're actually part of it. It's like
Mm-hmm,
more dynamic.
mm-hmm.
Whereas if I get a camera person, I'm doing interviews in it, it kind of takes you out of the situation, right?
Yeah.
So I'm going to be doing all of the No Kings in point of view.
Yeah, I want to get a wearable one, like a GoPro.
Yes, it does really well.
Yeah.
One of you does really well at protests.
Well, if you ever make your way to anything in Houston, just let me know. I will meet you out there. I will meet you out there.
I like the chat. The chat is pretty amazing, and it makes it way more interactive, and I'm able to interact with my viewers and the followers. And yeah, you're absolutely right. The point I've never had a cameraman from the very beginning. I just do it myself, and it's worked for me.
That's a dangerous job being your cameraman.
But by the way, is Pam Hemphill in the chat?
Yeah.
That happens.
Yeah. Pam, we love you. God bless you.
Hi, Pam. You still have your MAGA hat, Pam?
So she was a J6er.
She's a J6er who turned and played victim, and I guess I don't know her whole story.
Let's not get it wrong, but
I don't really. She's annoying as hell. That's for sure. She's a shitster.
She definitely ramps up the violence. The violence and all the aggression really ramps up when she goes out. She'll defend that and say, "Oh, well, I wasn't out there and it was still violent." Yeah, but I noticed really, they get very, very brave and aggressive, and confident is a good word, confident. Whereas normally they're just, it's so hard to explain. Like, I know you said you watched some of it. You ought to check out one of the live streams sometime. It's so the same thing with the same people day after day. It's like, what are you doing tomorrow? Going to the ice building. What are you doing next week? It's the same damn thing.
She drives all the way out here like 5 hours to get here, and when she shows up, that's because honestly, lately, compared to when I first started going to the protests and when they first started, like the protests during the week and during the weekend have dwindled compared to what it used to be. You know, now there's usually like 5 or 6 people there during the week, maybe 10 or 12 at the most. And on the weekends, it might be a few more. But when Pam and people like Pam come from out of state, and it draws a bigger crowd, you know, so she feels like she's part of something. She feels like she's doing something. So and they like to try to turn things around and make reality into something it's not, and tell us that our eyes are lying to us when, you know, she's like one of them type of people, super gaslighty, you know.
I just read about her on Grok.
Yeah.
I asked Grok to tell me about her, and she apparently voted for Kamala and Joe Biden in 2024. Now, I understand that she said that she sees MAGA as a cult and that she feels bad she fell for Trump's lies. But, and I'm going to direct this at you, Pam, because I think you're watching in the chat right now. What I find interesting is a lot of people that vote for Trump, they're not voting for Trump because it's Trump. They're voting for Trump because he's the leader of a movement which stands for a lot of different things. For example, most Republicans are pro-life. We don't believe in killing unborn babies, right? We believe in having a controlled border. We don't believe in medical mandates. Like, there are some things that we believe in ideologically. So to Pam Hemphill, I understand that you're angry at yourself that you were there January 6th. You feel like you were lied to by Trump. But to go from being, I'm going to guess you're a pro-life person. I'm going to guess you don't believe in killing unborn babies. To go from voting for Republicans, voting for Trump, to then flip to voting for the party that believes in killing unborn babies up to 9 months means that you've just completely, you've abandoned your own ideological principles because you're mad that you fell for Trump's lies. I don't understand people that do that. I can understand if she said, I sat out and didn't vote. I wrote in a candidate that was Republican that I wanted. I can understand that. But to go voting from not killing babies to killing babies, I don't understand these kind of Republicans. They don't have their principles.
It's like they say, you're going to, I'm turning my back on MAGA. You're going to turn your back on MAGA. That's your country. It stands for Make America Great Again. What the hell is wrong with you? I just want a safe and secure and prosperous country for me to grow old in. I'm about to be 48 in June. I'm getting older. I look at the young.
Even the Constitution.
No,
she doesn't.
I look at the younger people, and some of them are based. We have a few young patriots in our group that just give me hope for the future. But I'm raising a daughter by myself, and I am trying my best to make sure that she doesn't turn out like one of these wacko liberal nut jobs.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't. You know, for me, they take everything too far. I don't care who you love. I don't care if you're gay. I always say this, the LGB is fine. It's the TQIA plus apostrophe, all the crap after that. I don't care. You want to invite me to your wedding? It's 2 guys. I'll go. But if you want me to take my kid to a drag show, you've lost your fucking mind. Just, they take everything too far.
Yeah. If you make your whole personality about your sexuality, then that's ridiculous. You know, if everything about you reflects on who you want to have sex with, then that's a problem, you know?
I will tell you guys, I lived in Thailand, and as you guys know, that's kind of like the transgender capital of the world.
But they don't.
But they're open. They'll tell you I'm a lady boy. They don't.
Most of them
yeah.
Most of them say that. Although if they've had the surgery, they might actually call themselves a trans woman. If they've had the surgery, so that's kind of how they distinct. Okay. Lady boy has penis, trans woman has a vagina, a wound, right?
A rock pocket.
Yeah, exactly. The difference between Thailand and the United States when it comes to the trans community, in Thailand, they're actually passable. They actually look like women.
Scary.
But yet in Thailand, you're not allowed to change your birth certificate. So when these trans women that look like women show up to the nightclubs for ladies' night, they still have to pay cover price. They have to pay the cover charge, whatever that's called.
and then if they were to get arrested, do they go to a men's prison?
Yes, they would go to men's prison. Now, in the U.S., the problem is 99% of trans women in America
have their female.
Not passable.
Right. Dunkin' Donuts guy, right.
The reason it comes down to is genetic. The average Thai man is 5'6", has no body hair, has a thin
way smaller. Yeah.
Frame. So it's very easy for them to go from a Thai man to appear as a woman. Here in America, look at the 3 of us. I'm 5'10". Tommy, how old are you?
I'm 37. I'm 6'2".
I'm
Yeah, how tall are
5'10".
you?
I'm 5'10".
Yeah. Okay. Plus, you guys got facial hair. Can you imagine if the two of you tried to become a trans woman?
You know, bro, we
be possible.
No.
I would say of the three of us, my face is probably going to be the most passable because I have no facial hair, right? That gives me an advantage compared to you guys. But at the end of the day, none of us would be passable.
No.
That's 99% of trans women in America. They're not passable.
Totally
And
different
they're
in Thailand.
the ones who are causing the problems. Because if every trans woman looked like Blair White, nobody would notice if they're using the women's restrooms. It would not be an issue.
It's right when they walk in with a full beard, like the Duck Dynasty guy, and a full beard in a dress.
One of the only based trans women I've seen on the internet. Well, maybe there's been a couple, but yeah, Blair White's pretty based for being.
If we saw Blair White walk into the men's room, we'd be like, "What the hell?" Are you like? If we didn't know who she was, we'd be like,
yeah. What the hell's wrong with you? Right.
So I don't have an issue. You guys might disagree with me in the chat. I don't really care because I've stood by this.
No, we have a base chat. We're base as fuck.
If you are passable, if you are passable as the gender you're trying to be, I personally do not care what restroom you use because it'd be equally weird for Blair White to come into the men's room.
There's also another one, Jeffree Star. I don't know, pink hair.
He said he's not trans. He came out
I know, but he has a good he has a good head on his shoulders about the whole thing. See, I think I've solved the whole trans gender thing. If they would just take everything that they say about gender and beliefs and everything and change it to personality, it all makes sense. I feel like a woman. I feel like a dog. I feel like a toaster strudel. Whatever the fuck you feel like, your personality is like, okay, fine. But to tell me biologically I'm a woman, fuck.
I am. This is exactly. Hey guys, I'm gonna use the bathroom real quick before we get to the super chats.
Sure, and then we can wrap it up.
Yeah.
Hey, thank you guys so much for joining us. If you could please share and like it while everybody goes and relieves themselves and I hold it. I have to run the damn show. We will get to all the super chats. I'll pull them up on the list. We'll read them. We've had them up the whole time on your screen. So we will get to all of them. Thank you so much for everyone who has super chatted. This has been on my bucket list, is to, really have somebody on the program that I have been a huge fan of. That's not a story I told you guys. I really have been watching Adam for seems like years now. He's such a patriot. If you are not subscribed to him, I pinned his YouTube channel. Like, he needs my fucking help. But please go, after you go subscribe to me and Tommy, go subscribe to Adam. We're going to also, if he is down for it, which I'm sure he will be, we're going to do an official collaboration with him on the VOD. So give us about an hour afterwards for YouTube to catch up, and we will post the VOD on my channel, and I will do the collaboration with Adam and with Tommy. So you'll be able to watch this back. We're also I'll probably be pulling out little sections of it and making some separate videos. I also want to, thank Tommy for being on time. Thank Tommy's wife for allowing him to do this and for keeping the dog quiet. Appreciate that. I also want to thank Pam for stopping by and giving us some content. I appreciate you helping us make a little bit of money, Pam. Thank you so much. It's very, very appreciated. You guys have the same length of pee.
I just took a drink of a cigarette. I'm not even gonna lie.
So. Okay, so let's read the super chats and just so we can. Oh, this little cute little dog.
Her name is Cloud. She's the mom.
Cloud. Oh, she looks like the mom. She's like, man, those kids are driving me crazy.
Oh, yeah, so cute. I have a
without our dogs, bro.
Say it again.
What would we do without our dogs?
I don't know. I mean, they give me so much joy, man. It's so much
relationship. Yeah, I just have a we have a tortoise. Absolutely amazing. I have a tortoise. I have a busy life. I can't. A dog maybe at some point, but right now.
So I got a question. What do you think about the IED that was thrown at Jake Lang and them at the protesters in New York?
Well, Jake Lang is.
What do you think about Mondami's response to it? And also,
I want to say Jake Lang is an absolute psycho, and I love him for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Negative
connotation. I'm using it psycho as he goes to lengths that I would never even consider going.
No, me. Same.
He's a little extreme.
At the end of the day, though, it's peaceful and patriotic. I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
He's doing peaceful protests.
Do you know?
Patriotic protests. He's just a nut job.
We've interviewed a lot of other.
Extreme for a lot of people, but he's America first, and he's getting his message out there the way he thinks is necessary. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
we all have a role to play, that's for sure.
So we do this every Tuesday, and last Tuesday we had Zach X. I don't know if you know who that is. He's in Minnesota. He's sort of like a Tommy situation where he keeps knocking Antifa out. Oh yeah, he probably has. You've probably seen it.
He was fighting those. He knocked down 3 different dudes by himself. He was out there. They were yelling at in his face with the megaphone and harassing him and getting all up in his face. And he literally knocked out 3 of them back to back. He knocked one of them out twice in a row. He knocked them out first, and he came back for more and got knocked out again and went super viral.
ZAK space X. If you're gonna look it up.
Zach X.
Yeah, Zach X. So all right. So let me read. Tommy, while I'm gonna get the super chats up, let's see here. Fan funding. Okay. Maddie the Surfer, Adam Clearwater resident here. Thank you for standing up for the crazy leftists here in our home state. Thankfully, there aren't as many here. Tommy needs to move here or Texas. Texas is full, man. We don't. Tommy, you can move, but nobody else.
Yeah, nobody from California.
Dragon fan Tim, $1.99. Adam, you are the man. I'm glad you're doing great.
Thank you.
Dana M, Adam, buy some treats for your pups. Do you have? Are all 4 of your dogs the same breed?
Shih Tzu mom, Yorkie dad, and then the 2 kids are short.
Oh my God! Your bedtime is crazy. Your bedtime is wild. That's awesome. Ed Eagle, I grew up 10 minutes from Kent State in Ohio. Thank you for the $1.99. Danny Rebel is another patriot that goes out and
this is the son.
I'm trying to hear super chats. This is so good.
So cute.
Oh, so cute. And to think Muslims don't like our dogs. Fuck them. Just that one thing. Fuck them. That one thing. You got to get out. You got to get the fuck out. I don't even have a dog. Get the fuck out.
I mean, look, here's a question. Deport all dogs or deport all Muslims? I'm not going to answer that.
Oh, we already, yeah.
I choose my dog. I would choose my dog.
That's a really good street interview question. I should probably do it.
Well, I thought Tommy.
I would choose my dog over 1,000 Muslims. A fact.
I also thought Tommy should go out there with like a just border country map of like the Middle East and get some to. Hey, can you point to Palestine? or hey, you know what? Seriously, do a map of the Middle East with just the borders of the countries, no words, like and just say point.
He just did a video. I just watched his video of him doing that, and nobody could point out.
Oh, nice. I planned that.
Yeah, that's hilarious.
That's like the street interviews they used to do. Like David Letterman used to go out there and make people look stupid.
Yeah, you just let them talk. They make themselves look stupid. Honestly, at this point,
I was telling Tommy, I think that's a good strategy. Is just to ask your question and be quiet and let them dig their hole. Yeah, and then you got a viral clip. Let me see here. Danny Rebel says, "I love your work, Adam. Big inspiration." Danny Rebel is on our. We did a town hall with Danny Rebel. He's a super patriot.
Really well.
Yep. Ed Eagle again. Thank you. Love Adam's story. Yeah, you made everybody cry, Adam.
Yeah, you really.
That caught me off guard. That caught me off guard too. But
it's emotional.
Not to get emotional when you think about the gift that I got.
It's hard. The guy saved your life. I mean,
just think about what he had to go through, right? He had to get his body cut open, go through this intense.
Well, yeah, you have a new family member. You know.
Yeah, exactly.
Not just a friend. Yeah. That's not a friend. That's way more than a friend.
You know, by any means. Because he has to go through the recovery and everything afterwards, just like you. You know?
Yeah, actually, I don't have any tattoos, but we're going to be getting my first tattoo is going to be a matching tattoo with him.
Nice.
Oh, that's awesome.
I have my entire right leg tattooed.
My son's name is going to be Charlie for him.
Oh, nice. Oh, that's beautiful. That's beautiful. Where are you going to get the tattoo at?
Kids right now, by the way, guys. So I'm just saying in the future.
What, do you know where you're going to get the tattoo? Like what location?
I don't know yet.
Like where on your body? You don't know? Oh.
No, I'm not sure yet.
I got too many tattoos.
Yeah, I have I have my whole leg tattooed. It was horrible. It was really hard. It's rough.
Mine are all done with single needle, terrible tattoo guns also. So it's a lot more painful that way.
I'm sure. Okay, so a couple more super chats and we'll be done. Ginger Shepherd, no question. Just wanted to say thank you for all you're doing. Thank you, Ginger Shepherd. Only Mr. Bill. Hey, Adam, good to see you again. Please tell Tara, Polish American Brotherhood. Mr. Bill said hello.
Awesome.
Adam, do you mind if people react to your videos or use your videos for their own stuff? Cool. Okay, so I do anyways. I played one of your videos at the beginning of this broadcast. So, Ed Eagle again. I'll ride with Adam anytime. So will I. We're gonna meet up. I'll either come to you, and if you come here, all you gotta do is tell me when and where, and I'll be there. I'll bring a huge American flag too. Awesome. Grand Malay, love what you said to Pam, Adam. and then we have our $100 Pam DSTX $100 super chat. Thank you so much. You're quite an inspiration, Adam. I wish you the best. Thank you so much, Pam. You guys are all rock stars. Thank you so much for being here for this. We really appreciate it. Adam, we can, we've gone a little bit past the 90 minutes that you requested. Is there anything that you would like to just talk about or bring up that we didn't bring up? Is there anything like, what are you doing in the future? Like, what do you got going on right now? Do you have any you're just still recovering a little bit? I don't know, you're making content, but I know you said you're going to the No Kings and other things, but
they say it takes up to a year to recover from a kidney transplant. I see it to be well above schedule, but I'm really excited to see how my body adapts in the next 6 months. I used to travel a lot internationally. I've been to almost 40 countries. So traveling to me is just a big part of my lifestyle.
Nice.
I love getting to the US and being all around the world. Unfortunately, when you're on dialysis, it's almost impossible to travel internationally. It's possible, but it's very, very difficult. So I have not been out of the country in 4 years, which, as you can imagine, has made me feel a little bit stir crazy.
I've been out of the country a couple of times too myself. When I was in the Army, we went to Bosnia, so I went quite a few places, Germany, England, all around the place. It was an adventure.
That to me is the number one thing that you can spend your money on in this world is going to be traveling. That's the number one thing. I actually, when I started my channel, it was supposed to be a travel blog channel. And then when COVID happened and we were all locked down, and that's why I was like, F it, I'm just going to go into politics. I didn't even want to do politics because I knew how polarizing it was. But here we are 5 years later, I'm still doing it. But I plan on traveling this July for my birthday. I was going to go to Mexico because I used to live there. I'm going to probably go to Colombia. I don't want to go now because of the cartel stuff. So I'll be going to probably Colombia in July. And I hope I don't fall in love with a Colombian because.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Well, it's easy to fall in love with a Colombian woman. you got to be careful.
I know. That would divert my plan to go to the Philippines. I've been to Mexico a couple times. Mexico was interesting. I went to the border towns, though. I went to Nuevo Laredo. Oh, I've never been to those. I would not go to those. I went a long time ago when you just walked across the border and paid 35 cents and they asked you your country of origin. And it was simple. It was no problem.
More trust.
Yeah. I'll tell you guys, the best city in Mexico is Puerto Vallarta. So that's where I lived. And you can only imagine how shocked I was when their cartels were blowing up buses and had the whole city on lockdown. I felt so sad.
Crazy.
Puerto Vallarta is absolutely freaking amazing. And they got 3 casinos there. That little town has 3 casinos in one little town. But anyway, no, I think we talked on so many different topics today. And obviously it was really great talking to you guys.
Yeah.
And I would love to collab with you guys in person. If you're ever in Florida, hit me up. I'll do the same.
Yeah, definitely.
I won't go to Portland ever, to be honest.
Oh shit!
So we at the end of the stream, we always wait for YouTube to collab, and it's like unlisted. And then afterwards, we'll send you a collaboration link if you're interested.
Great, yeah, absolutely.
Okay,
I'll put them on my channel.
Cool.
Yeah,
definitely.
It was great talking to you, bro.
Yeah, absolutely.
If you don't mind, I'll do a few clips for shorts and reels.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%. I would love to be in some capacity in one of your videos. We will connect because, Florida is a place I will absolutely go and wave flags with you. Absolutely, 100%.
I plan on coming out there soon. I just finished my court stuff, so now I can leave the state. So I plan on doing a lot more than just Portland soon, So
yeah,
I'll definitely be out there to meet you.
In Portland, you catch a case for defending yourself. Go figure.
Not here. Not here. You don't get that situation down here in Florida.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if anybody who's watching wants to follow me on my channel, you can type Adam Francisco on all platforms.
Well,
I have not banned anywhere.
we pinned the link to both chats, so we'll also put it in the description. We'll share the VOD on X and everything. Guys, thank you so much for joining us for today's Town Hall Tuesday. We want to thank Tommy for being on time today. I want to thank Adam Francisco. Man, it is such a pleasure to meet you finally. I feel it's like a parasocial thing. I feel like I already know you. I watched you so much. So it's so good to say that you're my friend now. Thank you so much for being here with us. We will see you again. This is not the last time. Thank you so much for joining us, guys.
God bless you, bro.
Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Peace.
God bless you, Adam.
See you later,
Love
guys.
you guys.